Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Tiara.
Hey.
All right, Terrence is out this week, but we are back. This is a preview for episode 234, The Preacher's Wife. This is what year did this movie come out? 1996 film starring Denzel Washington, Whitney Houston, and Courtney B. Vance.
Wait a minute. What year did this movie come out?
1996.
Who picked this movie?
Tiara did. How old were you when this movie came out? Yo, you weren't alive, yo. You weren't alive.
I had just turned 5.
All right. Let me read the log line for this movie.
I saw this in theaters.
Oh my god! An angel comes to Earth to help.
I wish I'd have put two and two together before you suggested this movie.
Yeah, you were a small child. An angel comes to Earth to help a preacher save his church and his family. Oh, I can't wait to watch this. These are the type of movies I love because it really resonates with me as an atheist. I can't wait. That's fine. I actually heard this is a pretty sweet movie. I've heard.
Also,
I've long
the
heard
soundtrack is amazing, and I play it every single year during the holiday season.
Let me ask you a question: is the soundtrack mostly gospel music?
Yeah.
I am not going to care for this soundtrack. I don't like gospel music. I don't.
Gospel plays a huge role in this movie, so
I would assume so. There's a fucking angel in it. That's fine. Look, Whitney Houston can sing her ass off, so I look forward to watching her tear shit up. Okay, this is a real movie. We're gonna do. I mean, it's a classic. People really love this movie. People really love the soundtrack, though. That you're not the first person I've heard say that. So, okay, all right. Next week, this will be our last movie of the year, The Preacher's Wife. Can't wait for 2023.
I think it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. I don't even say anything. I agree.
So you're welcome.
Yeah. Don't worry. We're gonna come back in 2023. We're coming out guns blazing. First movie. So
spears chucking.
Yeah, there you go. That's not right, but it's true. I'm really excited to do that movie. All right, random topic this week. We couldn't think of anything. We were sitting on here for almost an hour chatting, so we're just going to talk about the holiday. Christmas is coming up. We just had Thanksgiving, which is the blackest of holidays. Did everybody have a good holiday? Tiara, you just stayed alone, or did you have like a friend's Thanksgiving thing? You weren't home.
First of all, I don't like the way that you emphasize alone.
Yeah, nah, because you ain't come home to your black family. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a hard time.
You're right. I spent time with my
white friends,
LA family, where one of my friends cooked. It was the first time I experienced something different culturally.
Oh yeah, what kind of food?
A lot of Mexican food.
Okay.
I could have sworn you about to say white food.
No,
a bunch of anemic turkey. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, a friend of mine. He and I saw all the food he made. I was like, "You did all of this?" And he's like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah." Actually, I was out on a date and I came home really late, and I woke up a few hours later. I just did this, and I was like, "By yourself?" And he was like, "Yeah, I've done this before. I've learned to cook, and he can cook. Look, if he saw me as his type, and if we didn't have the same taste in men, I would."
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's kind of a sticking point. Yeah, that's a sticking point.
And also, like, just everything was beautiful. Didn't feel heavy, and I was like, "Where?" It's like, can I move into your beautiful home and eat this delicious food? And he laughed, and I was like,
and he was like, "Nah,
we'll work on that."
Like, get out of here, beat it.
But he was amazing.
That's cool.
But yes,
that's cool.
Spend time with my friends.
It's always kind of nice to kind of Go ahead.
Oh, and I heard an incredible story of a guest there who was on one of those court shows because she gave a man money shortly after dating him, and he didn't want to give it back, so she took him to court, and she got on one of those TV shows, and she won. But also, apparently, like they paid both of them $300, so he got money too, and then she kept dating him.
Well, he rich now. He rich. He got $300.
Okay,
That's enough.
so and like the story was like so wild. I was like, oh, this is
stupid.
Like no judgment. I was like, no judgment.
Hard judgment.
But I was like, this is when my friends was doing this, we would have to have a talk.
Yeah, I got invited on one of those shows once, and I was like, yeah, we're not gonna do that. Get the fuck out of here. It's always kind of nice to kind of mix up holidays with other cultures. Like I once I went to an Iranian Thanksgiving. That was kind of fun. Like a mixture of sort of American Thanksgiving food and Iranian food. Shit was good. It was really good.
Yeah,
highly recommend.
And they don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Mexico, and I was like, but
yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Like he was like, since I moved to the States, I just prefer to cook for my friends, and I was like, I love you so much.
There you go.
You're my friend soulmate.
I'll be an ignorant American and assume you had a bunch of turkey tacos. Is that how Mexican food works? I don't know.
That is, see, you better get that out your system within the next year.
I might have to. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Micah, what about you? You were out of state. You were stuck.
Yeah, I went to Florida, guys. I went to Florida.
Speaking of a foreign country, go ahead.
And I decided, me and my wife, we were like, she never gets to see her family. She's from Port Orange, which is 20 minutes away from Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach, for the older people will remember Daytona Beach as being the hotspot for MTV's summer spring break, and until they decided to move to Mexico because it's better down there.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Interesting.
And so we were like, all right, normally we would go during the Christmas season, but we haven't been there because of COVID and the kids and all that. So we were like, all right, let's go to see your family at Thanksgiving. Let's do it. I'm off. You can, be off. Let's go. But we don't want to fly because of COVID, and we're just, we got a baby and all that. So we were like, all right, let's road trip it. Let's road trip it with me and her and a baby and an asshole. Let's road trip. Okay. We broke the trip up into 2 days because we stopped to see her dad in Atlanta. So I drove us from Maryland to Atlanta, and I have so much to say. Well, first of all,
you fool.
The people of Atlanta. So from there to Atlanta was about 8 hours.
Okay.
And then it was about 10 for us because somebody in the car has a weak bladder, and that person doesn't wear a diaper, so we have to stop every few couple hundred miles. And the dickhead is just being a dickhead. And
being
then the
three
is
being three is hard.
Being three is very, very difficult. I've never had to raise my voice. I've never had to raise my voice more at my son than at this fucking trip. Atlanta. We go to Atlanta. I like Atlanta, but the people of Atlanta don't deserve Atlanta. They don't. They don't. Atlanta has land. It has so much land, it doesn't know what to do with it. So everyone has these gaudy ass houses and enormous fucking property lines and gates. Everybody has a gate in Atlanta. It looks very nice. Even like the like average parts of Atlanta, they have McMansions. Atlanta is the home of the $30,000 millionaire, and it is, and you people don't deserve it. They film all the movies in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like if you're like a fatty, they got Coca-Cola in Atlanta. Like
It's true.
you
Why
people don't deserve it. Because you're not supposed to drink a lot of soda, yo. You're not supposed to drink a lot of
I
soda.
know, I know, but it's just the fatty. Like, come on, yo.
Oh, because all right. For all you unhealthy people, they got
I didn't say it.
Coca-Cola.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I mean, you don't have to say it. You say it to me privately.
That may or may not be true. Why don't you just move on, my nigga? Like, let's
I'm just amazed at how people just and I say you don't deserve it because like when we go to the South, people are generally like nice. They're like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like they speak to you. Not in Atlanta though. Not in Atlanta. Like everybody goes through the drive-through in Atlanta. And I don't know, well, not just Atlanta, the South, right? Like everybody goes through the drive-through. Like we drove past a Chick-fil-A and no bullshit. The line, the drive-through line wrapped around the Chick-fil-A twice. Like it is ridiculous.
just get out.
How
Wow.
just get out. Just get out. My wife wanted something from McDonald's. I saw this long ass drive through. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not, I don't have the patience to sit in here and I'm just going to go in. And now I see why they sit there because the service in Atlanta is fucking terrible. What do you have to be upset about? You're in a place that has it's you work at McDonald's and you probably live in a 3,000 square foot house.
yeah. The real estate
Be
happy.
happy.
Nuts.
Be happy. So we saw their family, her dad and his family. It was great. My eldest got to play with his cousin around his age, which was a bad idea. To the point where the older sister, the cousin who's an older sister, talked to me and my wife. She's 7 or 8, right? And she said, "Why do you let him speak to you that way? If that was my mom, I'd have got a butt whooping." I'm like, all right, well, like 1, he's 3, okay, and 2, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't know what it's like, all right? You don't know what it's like.
You don't know what it's like.
You don't.
You don't.
So then we drive. So then we drive
hard.
to.
It's bad hard.
It really is. So then we drive to Port Orange, Florida. And Port Orange, Florida, I feel uncomfortable in Florida, in that part of Florida, because you are a true minority there. I had to go into a Target. I mean, it was I had to go like the day before Black Friday or on Black Friday or something like that to pick up some formula or some shit. Yo, it's no black people, yo. It's none. It's no black people. And it is very, very uncomfortable. Like it just, I don't know what it is. I don't know, but I just don't, everything is so slow. Like if you go into Florida, go to Miami. That's the only place to go, right? It's the only place that you should actually want to go. But we went to Florida.
Or like Orlando with your family, right? Like that's a big spot.
Get in and get out. Get in and get out.
That's how I feel about the whole state.
Don't leave Disney. All right, don't leave Disney. But yeah, we went to Florida. That was another like 6 hours, so that was like another 8 hours for us. And while we were there, I don't know what happened. I guess my wife breathed that swamp air, but she got a stomach virus the first day we got there. She got over it eventually, and then my son got it, which kept us there for an extra day because we didn't want to get on the road with a dickhead that's sick. So we stayed there an extra day. And then I got it on the day that we were supposed to leave. Shut up. And and I was like, look, I love your family. I cannot stay here any longer. I need to leave.
I'll puke on the road. It's fine.
It's fine. It's a rental. I got no problem fucking up this van. All right.
Oh, that's right. You rented a minivan. How'd that feel, buddy?
It was actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I
mean,
know
I
it is. Nobody wants to admit it, yo. Nobody wants to admit it. It's mad comfortable, yo. It's mad comfortable.
It is, man. It is. It was so much space. It felt like I was it felt like I was piloting a ship.
Yo, it is, yo. It's nice. It's nice. I'm never buying one, yo. I'm never buying one, yo.
Buying one. I can never buy one. But it was. I mean, it felt like I was on the Enterprise. You know, like
wow,
doors just open and shit.
Nah,
so
yo,
much space.
Yo, they make minivans like that. Shit is like sprinkling cocaine on food. You know, they're just like, nah, you go ahead and rent one. Nah, don't worry about it. Like, just see what it's like. Just take it a little for a test drive. Nah, that's how they get you. And then like, a part of you dies when you drive that minivan. Yo, like it does.
Yeah, like we can't own a minivan, but we will rent one for special occasions. It was very nice. I'm not gonna bullshit you. So yeah, we made the drive back. Son's just being an asshole. We're stopping I'm sick, right? I'm dry heaving so much my abdominals start hurting because like they've never been worked out like that before. Because I'm fat and lazy. And
did you stop in Atlanta for some soda while you were driving back?
we were driving, and the billboards, Jay. The billboards.
Oh, they're crazy in the South. They're super crazy in the South.
They are fucking
Jesus
wild, dude.
Oh no, they get wilder than just Jesus, you know.
One of them had a picture. One of them had like some random ass clip art of Jesus, white Jesus, right?
Well, you're in the South.
On the gun?
No, he had tears. He had tears coming down his eyes, and it said something to the effect of "Abortions make Jesus cry." That was on a billboard, yo.
Look,
somebody took out a billboard to say that shit.
Look. Yeah. I said Terrence and Micah. Like I texted it. Just the text of a billboard I saw in Baltimore the other day. It was for a facelift like place, and it literally said, "I'm not making this up. I swear to God. If you live in Baltimore, it's off of North Avenue, yo. Like I'm not lying. It said, go from butterface to a better face." I was just like, yo, how? Yo?
At least that's clever.
It's clever, but it's fucked up.
There was one that said something to the effect of like, vote the liberals out and Jesus will come in or some shit like that. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Like,
they're pretty bad in Texas, if I recall, too, driving through there. Like they're pretty ridiculous. Like porn is the way of the devil or whatever. And then the very next sound is like, come to Joe's porn and pouring.
Come to Adam and Eve. Like Adam and Eve has brick and mortar stores? What the fuck?
Yeah. You can get it all in Texas.
Yeah. Adam is brick and mortar. There's a few in South Carolina.
You really had that knowledge, like, right there. You were just like,
exit,
that shit. Yeah, you're like top of mind. You're like, here it is. That's a 34. Go to the left.
We stopped in South Carolina on the way back, and we get into this hotel. I'm so pissed at my son that I just have a fucking headache, man, and I can't think. The baby's crying. We leave. I forget my wedding band. I left my wedding band in fucking South Carolina.
Oh no! Shit.
Luckily, we called them and they were like, "Nope, I don't see nothing." I'm like, "Come on, yo, come on." Like, it's a wedding band, yo. Like, please, you gotta find it. And they're like, "Sorry, I don't see nothing." But later, when we get home, they call us back the next day and say, "Hey, we found it." So they're going to send it back to us.
Oh,
thank God.
Yeah.
But yo, I'm never doing this shit again, yo. I'm never. We made a pact. We said we're not nowhere that's more than 4 hours. We can't take. I can't take.
No, that makes sense. It was so funny. Nah. Your wife texted me and my wife and was like, "Oh, happy Thanksgiving" or whatever. And she's like, "Oh yeah, we're in Florida," And I was like, oh, did you guys drive? And she said, yes. I immediately messaged Micah directly. I was like, yeah, you drove? You fucking idiot. What are you doing? Yeah. And he was like, it was awful. It was absolutely awful.
I'm never doing this shit again.
No, there's no way, dude. There's no way. There's no way.
I 100% understand The Shining.
Jesus.
No, it'll drive you crazy. It'll drive you. Trust me. If you are in a locked situation with a 3-year-old for that long, it will drive you insane. And they're good kids. It's just that at 3, they're fucking psychos. They're fucking psychos. I dealt with it tonight. My daughter was just crazy for no reason.
So did I. I had to fucking yell at him and take a toy from him because I can't. How do you discipline a 3-year-old?
Yeah, you can't punch them.
Right.
You gotta wait till they're 5 for that.
Can't make them lift weights. Like, what the fuck?
Make them lift weights. Pick this up.
Can't beat them.
No, you
can't. And I'm not going to do that. I've had way too many. That's another problem that we have as black people. I've had way too many people, actually really intelligent people.
No, just beat your kids.
They just beat your kids. One of them was my mom. Like, what the fuck? Huh?
Yeah.
What? You saw what he did? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, yo.
Beating your kids is a thing we somehow think is necessary, which I do not agree with.
No, I don't believe in that.
Just gotta shake the shit out of them. No, look, the holidays. Our holiday was pretty reasonable. It was pretty quiet. We actually were just home. We were supposed to go somewhere. I was supposed to go to my sister-in-law's house, but we had to stay. We had to stay at the house for a reason. And it was. I mean, it was pretty reasonable. Like, it wasn't. My wife and I did all the cooking. Obviously, we did the turkey on the grill, which actually worked out pretty well. Yeah, other than that, it was fairly uneventful. I did not have a 2-day hellscape drive to Florida and back, but nor did I have a Mexican a Mexicali Thanksgiving, which also sounds pretty good. Yeah, but all in all, Thanksgiving was pretty good. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I think that'll be a little bit more eventful, but yeah. All right, yeah, we didn't have much of a topic this week, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. So we'll be back for Tiara's Choice, and I'd just really like to specify that this is Tiara's Choice, The Preacher's Wife, the 1996 movie with an angel in it. I mean, I guess it's better than... I guess it's better than a guy coming to town and realizing he has to start a choir and win a contest or whatever to get money.
I would just like to say that I got Micah and Jay to agree to do a movie that I loved when I was 5. So
okay, all right. Look,
win for me.
Okay, we'll see. It better be.
You better be available. You better be available when we.
Yeah. No. Oh, I gotta wash my hair. It takes 6 days, type of shit.
I gotta work.
Wow,
I gotta work. Ooh,
I do have to work. The fuck? Yes, so I can do things like pay for electricity. So I can.
The white man's calling, guys. Can't make it. Sorry, black people. Because that's what she tells us. When she ain't here, that's what she tells us. White man's more important. I gotta go.
Which white man are we talking about?
I don't know. Whoever pay your bills.
God damn.
Oh, see.
You talking about Chris Evans? Like, because that's.
Good night, everybody. We don't need a Caucasian rundown. Interracial relationships are ruining black families, so I hear on Twitter.
That should have been the topic. Like, is interracial relationships ruining black families?
Answer: no. Next question. What the fuck?
Okay.
I'd like to get on Twitter and just be like, hell yeah, you're right. And they're like, can you show us a picture of your wife? No, that's irrelevant. Don't worry about it. Fuck do I care? I saw one. What was it? Biracial kids do better with black moms than white moms. I'm like, what are y'all niggas arguing? Like, what are you arguing? This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, wow. Well,
what a stupid stat, though. What a stupid stat.
Like, what is that? Like, no, it wasn't even a stat. They were just arguing, like, the merits of, like, one of those is, like, black moms versus white moms.
Oh, wait.
There are shitty black moms and there are shitty white moms. Like, what are you talking about? Like, come on.
Y'all, wait, both of y'all have kids. I need to know this for Twitter. Were you being served first, or were your kids being served first?
Oh, that's always a fun one to see how stupid people are on the internet. No, nobody serves me anything. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, I'm a grown up.
I serve myself. What the fuck? Yo, are there grown ass? Are there like dudes our age waiting for their wives to serve them?
There is a
Knock it
guy
off.
that I used to go to school with.
Knock it off.
He doesn't have, but he says
Knock
he
it
likes
off.
to say kings eat first, and worthy kings eat first. So I needed to know. If y'all were
Look.
worthy
I'm not
kings.
trying to be an asshole. I'm really not trying to be an asshole. And you can be super vague. You could be super vague. What does
I
this
prefer
dude
that
for?
you don't.
Right. What does this dude do for a living? What does he do for a living?
Well, he went to an online. Well,
What does he do
online-
for a living?
That's it.
He don't got
That's
no
it.
job. He don't got no job.
He went to an online. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo,
what does he do for a living?
Yeah. What does he do for a
does,
living?
Personal training, some quote unquote nutrition coaching, and as someone who's an actual nutrition professional, I'm like, I see it, I'm like, please don't give people advice. And he does motivational speaking, where he'll go and set up programs and coaching for men who are trying to be a worthy king and become their best selves. And
Is
he
his
always
name
has, like,
is
a
his
lion.
name Elliot? Is he that one guy on the internet?
He likes to
What?
put a lion in his posts.
Oh.
And
Is it like in the background, like slightly faded, and he's like in front?
Yes.
Oh, holy shit!
Yes. And he
I
and
don't
his
know this
wife
person.
are-
I'm just guessing, by the way. I don't know who this
No,
is.
you had it right. And he
Oh
and his wife
my
are devout Christians. Who
Why?
really, strive
Why?
for that.
Why are the guys who are going almost nowhere or seem very stagnant in where they are? Why do they always refer to themselves as kings? It's very weird to me.
I never understood the whole king thing. Like I don't
get it.
like America ran from a monarchy, right? Like being a king denotes that you are better than someone. And nah, you
this
ain't
is a
better
black
than me.
man.
Right, but
He's a-
like all of them are kings. Like it's like saying that everyone like no, I don't want to use that analogy because I could be taken incorrectly. But like if everybody is a millionaire, then no one, you know what I mean? Like not even a millionaire. Like, but if everyone is wealthy, then no one is wealthy, right? Like then it doesn't mean anything, right? Like if every man is a king, then none of you are kings. It's a very weird I don't understand it. I don't understand why people use royalty titles to themselves at all. Like I don't.
I never understood that, man. I never understood
very
it.
weird to
Like it screams like insecurity
yes.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I saw this and I almost sent it to y'all, and I was like,
You should. Let us judge it. Let us judge it
Yeah.
for you. Because you know that
Okay.
we will.
Yeah.
You've known us long enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always curious. It's like I'm a king and a king eats first. Like, oh really? Well, what do you do? Well, when I get home from working at my job at Kenny's Shoes, I demand as a king. Like, relax. You're just a dude. Like, and there's nothing wrong with working at Kenny's Shoes, or there's nothing wrong with being a personal trainer. There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
Jay,
But like, why are you
fit to
treating your
rule-
wife like she's your fucking servant?
Jay, are you
Pick
you
up a
fit
spoon,
to rule
nigga.
Your own kingdom?
Put your pasta in your plate. What's that?
Look, are you to rule your own kingdom?
I don't have a kingdom. I have a house. It's just a house.
Yo,
That's
all
how-
these
well,
niggas
you
look
know-
alike, yo. All these niggas look alike. And look,
Look, I don't.
I'm sorry.
I have not clicked on this, but I am. Allow me to like Kreskin the magician on this. This dude
Oh, go
is.
ahead.
This dude is like. He's probably light skinned with semi curlyish hair, like a 5 o'clock shadowish beard, right?
You got the
This is
second
my
part.
guess. This is my guess.
Yeah.
And the light skin part, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
Look,
wow.
look,
By the way,
look.
they all really do look alike, and I know exactly
Look.
what you're saying.
Look, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Look.
Don't do it.
I love you, bro. No, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Why do they all look like you, Demetrius? Why do they all look like Demetrius? They all look like
They do. They all do look like
They
Demetrius.
all look like Demetrius.
Not
Demetrius
that
is
he's like this guy. I'm
Look,
just saying,
Demetrius
but they
is
all
not-
do look like him.
Demetrius, for all that I know Demetrius, he's been in my house before. That's how like he's
Yeah,
not an
he's our friend.
asshole. right?
Right.
Like he's a buddy of mine. He's not an asshole, but he's got that asshole look. Like you got that, like I'm the king of the lions. Look.
Yo, he does like if this guy
Like,
if this
if-
guy
if
was a
Demetrius
little
was
bit
not
bigger, if this
cosplay.
guy was a little bit bigger and had slightly longer hair, he could be a pretty decent Demetrius doppelganger. Like he could.
He can be a knockoff Demetrius.
Yeah, great value Demetrius. That's sad.
Yo. All right, yo.
Look,
get out of here.
look,
Male
I
lions
had
eat
this-
fur since they are the protectors of their. It's not spelled correctly. Is
Look,
it?
I just had to spit this deep knowledge. He said, which is, it's hard to say quality men are still valued as leaders in this world. Many may claim "quote unquote" king, but our actions align with those. Oh wait, what is it? Oh god, they're typos. But our actions align more with stressed and overwhelmed peasants. He put peasants in all caps. Forced us to take a back seat and relinquish our throne, bound by the double standards that leaves us on the back burner and to "quote unquote" man up. And
Did you read
bad
this
law.
meme? Did
The
you read
meme
this
is spelled. It's incorrectly spelled. Like
It's
there
not that
is
it's
not
incorrectly
correct.
spelled. It's not that it's incorrectly spelled. Listen
is.
listen to what I'm about to say. Male lions eat first, since they are the protectors of those pride. Apparently, male lions don't know syntax.
Well, Micah,
me
how
no
much would you
me no
pay-
write so good, but me eat first.
But Micah, how much would you pay to be coached by him
Exactly $0.
to become a worthy king? 'Cause that's his program.
What
A worthy
what
king.
what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I have a job. I have a good job. Well, I had a good job. I just quit.
Also, if you're a king, aren't you all just playing? I guess devil's advocate. Trying to step into that mindset. Real quick.
Okay. I'll take my brain out of my head and
All
sit
right.
it next to me. Go
All
ahead.
right,
I'm in the mindset now. There's
Sorry,
nothing
like-
inside my head. Go for it.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm actually smart at everything that I do, so it's just
Yeah,
trying to think about.
I'm
what
trying to pretend to be
what
stupid.
people
Go ahead.
aren't- It's like it's really hard, but like, if you are a king, aren't you already worthy? Why do you need worthy and king as your program?
Is king something that you can just like be promoted to? Like I thought you had to be born into wealth and be a king. Is it like can you just apply to be a king?
Yeah, no, I think if you take a couple of programs, a couple of online courses, you too can become a king. Call 1-800-LINCOLN Tech, and you too can be a king. What the fuck are we talking about? This is stupid.
Is it like those? Is it like
It's a
those?
scam. It's a
Those?
scam.
Is it like those scams where you can like
Yes.
buy a plot of land in Scotland and then you're just like a lord now?
Yes,
You're the lord of this one
by
square
one.
foot of land.
yeah, that's what it is. I honestly think
yeah,
like,
no,
and I don't know
Mary.
this guy, and we're just giving this guy a hard time. Like, and we're not going to show his face or anything. But like, my big thing with all of this is this has everything to do with, like Micah said, this has everything to do with just insecurity. You don't have to, if you have to tell people that you're a king, you're not one. If you have to tell people that you're a real man, you're not one. And by the way, what even is a real man? What does that mean? Being a man is different for everybody. Being a real woman is different for everybody. Just be yourself.
So are you saying that? So
What I'm saying is, as an alpha, is no, I don't think that makes sense
well, I have
either.
a question. Is one of the hardest pills you have to swallow is how your wife mirrors you 80% of the time? And that means
Mirrors
that you're
me?
taking the majority. 80% of the time, and that means that you're taking the majority of L's in every argument, and that
What the fuck does that even mean? What does
Yeah,
that
that's-
mean? No, what does that mean? My wife, yeah, like me, like miming me. What are you talking about?
she's a reflection of you.
My wife is not a reflection of me. My child is a reflection of me. My wife is not a child. I married a woman with her own personality because I was attracted
my
to her
wife was-
personality. I didn't look for a clone. By the way, if you're looking for someone who's exactly like you, that's a sign of insecurity.
That ain't gonna work. Trust
No, hell,
Trust me.
no,
Trust
yeah,
me.
you're
That
laughing
ain't
like
gonna
shit, nigga. That shit does not. But that's a sign of insecurity. That you're afraid of finding somebody who might have differing views than you. That's a sign of insecurity. I need somebody who's just like me and into all the things that I'm into. That's a sign of insecurity. Like it is.
You need a compliment, not
not a mirror.
Yeah, whatever he said.
Yeah, like when guys talk like that, they're talking about they're seeing women or their partners, because, you know, this could be a gay dude too. You're seeing your partner, that's seeing them as a child. That's not seeing them. My daughter is a mirror of my wife and me. My wife isn't. What the fuck? What kind of weirdo shit is that?
I would never forget how.
See, this is a much better topic than the holiday thing.
Like, I would never forget how this dude, when we were hanging out, and this is around when Ray Rice and his wife went through that whole thing when he hit her.
Oh, you mean when he beat the shit out of her in an elevator? Yeah,
yeah. When he knocked her out cold in an elevator,
yeah,
like
it was disgusting.
He was like, this dude was like, well, you know, sometimes I see how women are dressed, and I feel like you dress the way you want to be treated. And I was like, oh wow, okay, well.
Was she dressed like an MMA fighter?
Yeah, yo, he just punched her in the fucking head. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I was like, this is
again. We got a lot of heat on that Manosphere episode because a lot of very insecure men got mad that we made fun of their little fucking internet heroes. But and I don't regret anything I said. If anything, I regret not saying more. But like that type of shit of like wanting, that's literally trying to want to control other adults. Again, it is a scream of insecurity. It is. Oh, we got to make sure they dress a certain way. What are you, in the Taliban? What the fuck are you talking about? You want to have a veil on? That's weird. Dude.
They want to marry their moms and treat them like children, which is weird.
Yes. Yeah. If you waiting for your wife to serve you a plate, you want a mom, dude. You don't want a wife. You want a mom. Now, if your wife says, "Hey, I got your plate" or whatever, like, that's different. But if you're demanding it, that's
I would also
that's
just like different. To say,
that's different.
This
like
dude sometimes believes everything he believes. Everything he's saying, he believes this.
Oh, I believe he does. It's bad, but I believe he believes it. That's fine. It's wrong. I think it's wrong. I'm not going to say that it is universally wrong. I just think that he's born in the wrong fucking decade. I do.
I think it's kind of sad that, like,
yeah,
so many black men want to be old white men.
Yeah,
it's just kind of sad, man. Like, sometimes my wife will you know, hand me my plate or whatever, but like, I end up going to get more because, like, I know what I want, right? But it's not expected. It shouldn't be expected.
Right.
Just like it's not expected for me to do the same, but I do. Right? Like,
I make my wife coffee every morning. Like, and I take it to her. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. Not because I think she's some sort of royalty or what. It's because I love my wife, yo. Like, what the fuck?
My queen, here's your beverage for the morning. Like, no.
Well, I think it's always interesting how the questions always ask, like, men, do you get upset if your kid gets served first before you? And it's just like,
who
what?
The fuck?
Like,
no. What?
Are there real people getting upset over this?
Yes, insecure ass niggas, yo. Like, there are dudes who really think that when they have a child with a woman, that they are still the higher priority. You're not. That's a secret of marriage. If you want to hear it, when you have a kid, your kid becomes more important than your spouse. They're supposed to. They're your offspring. It is a lie that couples tell each other, and it's an open lie. You're the priority. No, you're not. If shit went off, you protect that kid first. You do. That's what you're supposed to do. If my wife was like, I'm choosing our daughter over you, I'd be like, I get it. What the fuck? Like, I get it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're a parent. You're supposed to protect your child first. I don't even understand, because you know why? Those guys believe that and they have that logic because you can listen to what they talk about and how they talk about their wife. They talk about their wife as if she's on the same level as a child. So for them, the jealousy is they don't want to be seen as being second tier. But to a parent, the child is supposed to be the top tier. That's what happens when you have kids. It's a weird dynamic, but it's true. And if it's not, that's fucking progressive. Weird.
this is way too progressive
Also,
and
like,
equal and treating
do
me
you
like a human
know?
being and
Do
stuff
you
like that.
fucking do you
Yeah.
do you people know how long it takes a fucking child to eat?
Yeah, you better give him
What
early. Right. Just fucking eat
the
it.
fuck?
Just eat it.
It's too hot. It's too cold. I don't like this. What the fuck?
My daughter tonight, I made ravioli. I made ravioli, right? Like fucking out of a package or whatever. I made ravioli. She didn't like that. She was like, "Can I have some chicken from last night that I made?" I took that out. I heated it up. I gave it to her. I don't want this. I'm like, yo, you asked for it, my nigga. Like, you asked for it. That's what you asked for. That's what kids do. Yeah, you better
So
give them their food first.
Did you give her what she wanted though?
Yes.
Did you correct your mistake? Okay.
No, she didn't
All right.
eat that either. She didn't eat that either.
Okay, well look.
Yeah, that's my fault. That's my bad. I'm sorry I gave you what you wanted. Yeah. It's 10:40. I still haven't eaten dinner yet. I still haven't eaten.
I made that motherfucker salmon on a bed of Spanish rice and seasoned broccoli, and he just picks at the shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nah, yo. No, you better eat it. It's too hot. Fine, I'll put it in the refrigerator. It's too cold. Too bad. Eat it. I don't like this red part. What the fuck you mean red part? Like, just don't eat it then. Well, how about if I eat this, then can I have dessert? No, you eat what's on the plate.
My daughter is like the king negotiator. She was like, if I eat some of this corn, can I have a popsicle? No, no, you can't. Get out of here. You're not having dessert. Yeah, it's the same thing. Kids at 3 are the fucking worst. They're the worst. They're the absolute worst. It's the worst age. So yeah, don't treat your spouse like kids. Like that's weird. That's weird. What was it? I saw a thing. It was like these guys talking on Twitter referring to their wife as their firstborn daughter. I was like, you're a pedophile.
Ew.
You're a pedophile.
Ew.
Like you're a pedophile. Yeah. That's what that's how these dudes think. I'm not saying like this dude, but like these like crazier dudes. Yeah. That's what they think. That's what they think. It's weird. It's very weird. All right. That is it for us. Very weird ebb and flow of that conversation, but it was fun.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna put hashtag Manosphere in the title and watch them niggas go crazy. Yeah, they are like a band of locusts. The second they do Manosphere, are you saying a woman is equal to a man in any way? I'm upset about it. Like those guys are.
I feel very fortunate that that the men that I choose to be close with and choose to be friends with are not like this at all. They are just like.
I'm not friends with any dudes like this.
Normal.
Yeah.
They're just.
But I think it's weird. I think we're more the anomaly. Like I do. Yeah. I was
about to ask you that. Because it feels like I don't know if this is just a vocal minority thing.
It could be.
If it is.
Shut the fuck up.
They are. Shut up. It's deafening, man. But sometimes I feel like the people that I surround myself, not even the people that I surround. Well, I don't really surround myself around a bunch of people that's like not in this podcast network. We don't act like that. Yeah. And even the ones that are kind of like, even the people that I know that are a little sus, like they not this bad. Like I ain't never seen one in real life.
No.
Maybe I have. Right? Maybe I have, and they just don't.
I think I think you might have seen them in real life. It's just like your senses go off when you could tell how the conversation may turn. So if let's say you're talking about gosh, let me think of an abuser. There's so many to choose from.
I don't know. Pick an NFL player. Go ahead.
Deshaun Watson, actually, yeah, Deshaun Watson from the Browns, who just he's the Texans or former Texans quarterback who was accused of inappropriately touching women, mainly people who were giving him massages, but and I think it was like a dozen women, and then he got traded to the Browns, got like $200 and something million guaranteed by the Browns, which is what Lamar Jackson wants, plus more, because Lamar Jackson does not do anything that's inappropriate except respond to critics on Twitter. But
Except for people to
like there are dudes
Oops.
to eat. Well, yeah, we saw it. But there were dudes defending Deshaun Watson because they were like, well, of course, as Deshaun Watson's getting better, the NFL is trying to take him down. It's just like when you're having a conversation with someone like that in real life, you can feel the energy change because you can see them go like, well, I think maybe they may be blown out of proportion. You're like, well, what?
No, I don't.
Why would you say that?
I have a problem, and Mike has definitely seen this in real life. I have a tendency to like be really bad at not shooting my mouth off when shit like that happens. When someone says something, I'm like,
you got no chill. You got no chill.
No, I don't. I don't.
You are completely tactless.
No, in that regard,
to, like,
no. Don't say no dumb shit around me, because I'll just be like, what? And then I just go, just like boom, 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 and I'll just go in, and then I realize I'm like, oh, I was supposed to not say nothing. My bad.
Well, because I mean,
nah, you right. Ray Rice wasn't that bad. He was okay. Like sorry.
Well, a lot of these same dudes probably believe that the vaccine is, a ploy to destroy black men,
the Asiatic black
men,
yes. Women. Everybody know that.
So like it's those people. So imagine if you get into a conversation about vaccine.
Yeah.
You feel. You know when you're about to come across someone who's not very bright.
I don't go to the barbershop anymore. Like, that's where I used to be. Like, I would get into conversations like that, and I'm like, can I beat this nigga in a fight? Because I feel like this might get to that point if I keep talking. But, like, Mike is right. I have no chill, and, like, I can't stand, like, piss poor intellectual conversations. Like, they make me mad. They do. They make me mad.
I find them hysterical.
No, I'm like, please stop talking.
Go on. I want to record them. Like, I want to record them to send them to you. Yo, come on.
That's the best part of the pandemic is that I don't have to be around any of these people unless I absolutely have to. No, I remember, what was it? I was at a party with my wife. She was then my girlfriend, and a buddy of hers said something at the party. It was like, well, like, we were talking about like a rap album or something that came out, and he mentioned something, and I realized like he had said something that was like really incorrect, but not like just like a technical incorrect, like something that's like offensively wrong, right? And I just remember responding and then like kind of blacking out and then realizing the conversation was over, and I was like, oh, yeah, I probably went a little too far. And my wife was like, yeah, like, he wasn't ready for all of that. And I was like, I can see that now. I can see where I may have overstepped and assumed that we were supposed to have like a real conversation where he just wanted to say some dumb shit. And I was just like, nah, that doesn't make any sense. And then I was like, here's why that doesn't make any sense. We're not really friends anymore.
Yeah. I think I'm done with like correcting people. I'm good. Unless I'm paid to.
I try not to.
I'm all right.
I have written and deleted many a tweet.
Yeah.
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 I love letting people be dumb. It's hilarious, especially on the internet now. Especially on the internet because they think they got you, and I don't even see it.
Oh, my favorite thing on Twitter, like somebody starts saying some dumb shit, I don't block them. I mute them. That's better. They just scream it into the ether. It's awesome. I'm like, I'll never see it. I don't give a shit. Yeah, it's fun. That's my favorite thing on Twitter. While that exists. All right, that's it for us. This is a preview for episode 234, The Preacher's Wife. So we will be back next week to do Tiara's favorite movie when she was 5. And I was 16 years old.
Wasn't even in school yet.
I know. I just started kindergarten.
Oh, that's good. I'm sure you were a great judge of films.
That's adorable. Isn't that adorable?
Yeah, I saw this in theaters, so I remember it.
Okay, cool. I was 16. I was on a quest to touch a boob. So, yeah, that's where life differences. What can you do? All right, that's it for us. We will see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.